I'm here to share threads of energy that I see occurring in my intuitive readings and in my meditations and just from my general awareness. I get pings from everywhere, but there seems to be threads that happen within weeks, sometimes months, and sometimes, over a course of a year, there's threads. I believe we're magnetized to each other for a reason. So if you found me here today, there may be something for you, even if it's just a word. If there isn't, there may be something for you to share with someone else who may need to hear this information, so feel free to pass it along. All my readings are connected, so to try to dissect them as separate entities is ridiculous. So if you ever feel like going back and watching some of my other videos, they all connect. So let's dive in. So what I've been reading lately in the past months is that people are in between two different phases of life. They've up-leveled greatly through a lot of emotional turmoil and slowly healing. It hasn't been a rapid heal for people, but a slow heal. And what I've noticed as a result of this heal is the turn to themselves, the turn inward to themselves. And how that happened is through lots of turmoil, as I said. And what happens with turmoil is we have nowhere to go but in. The biggest theme I see is boundaries, putting up boundaries and not tolerating things. I'm talking to the person who started tiptoeing around and putting boundaries up out in their community. Not tolerating that person who stood in front of them in a line in a rude way. Just saying, excuse me, this is my space here on this planet. This is my space, so to speak, here on this planet. So if I'm speaking to you, you started to tiptoe around experiencing standing up for yourself because it's easier to do that out in the world. As a result of standing up for yourself out in the world, you started bringing it inward. Let me illustrate a picture for you. Imagine a drop of water spilling into a puddle. It has a ripple effect. So that ripple goes outward, correct? Well, this outward was like a lightning strike that hit you. You started getting your information from above. And it came in, and it's really affecting you. It affects your heart. It's starting to fill you up. You're filling yourself up with love. And as a result, this ripples outward. And one might think that because this ripple outward would be you're giving more on the give, I should say, but rather you're more on the receiving what you want. So you've learned to put your boundaries up. And that's an act of love, as you know. And if you don't know, it's an act of love. And you've tested this out in the world, in your community, and tiptoed around this, started practicing standing up for yourself, because standing up for yourself is an act of love. You own whatever space you're standing on at that moment. That is your space to be on this planet, for you to express what you need to express and for you to learn and observe what you need to observe. And if something is not happening in the way you'd like it or prefer it to be, you have to ask yourself why that's happening. So you've been standing up for what your heart is telling you. And if your heart's telling you that this is an uncomfortable situation, then you find ways to make that situation better by whatever means you need to do. And if that means leaving, it means leaving. If it means confronting something, it means confronting it, whatever that means for you. So you've been practicing that out in the world. This has greatly enhanced your life because what you've done is essentially you practiced out in the world where it's a lot easier to practice on people who aren't directly in your everyday life. Then you brought it inside to the next ring in the circle, and you started practicing on friends. That's even tougher because no one wants to lose a friend. And when you put a boundary up, you know what happens. Some people don't like that because they like the way you are, relating to them the way you have been, the past version of you, the version of you that wasn't 100% walking in your authentic truth. But you're hurting yourself more if you don't put boundaries up because you're not living your authentic truth. So you started to put your boundaries up with people, with your friends. And you know what happened? You did lose some friends. You lost some friends and you found yourself alone. People didn't know how to relate to you anymore. And what's happening is that you're up-leveling because you're loving yourself. What happens in an up level is that the people that no longer resonate with the new version of you, the one who's standing up for who you are and your heart's desires and joys, they fall away, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just they're not in alignment with who you are. It becomes a little lonely there, but that's okay too. It's a clearing out. And you've been doing this for a bit of time. Some of you for a little while, and some of you for, the past months or even years. But that's gotten you to this point where you are now, where you're unstoppable. Unstoppable means you're confronting your family. You're standing up for yourself. You're speaking your truth. You're not letting your family step on you. You're not being disrespected. And that's the hard part, because no one wants to lose family. But some of you may have found that by standing up for yourself, you are now in a better relationship with those loved ones. Or like your friends, some of them may leave, and that's okay. That's okay too, because what's happening is everything is falling away to be rebuilt on a better foundation with new people who will bring you more joy and share joy with you, I should say, and, loved ones who have a tighter relationship with you that maybe compensate for those that left without even knowing it. I've been seeing this a lot, and it's very rewarding to see my readees step into their authentic truth and to have compassion for the ones that they've left behind, and understanding that this isn't forever, that things change, new people come in, new lessons, and the cycle continues and continues, onwards and upwards. Or you just stay where you are and enjoy that road, and that's fine too. But I'm here to tell you, I've seen this for the past months, so I'm imagining if you found me here today, you're experiencing this as well, and this too shall pass. And I promise you, it gets better. Congratulations on your work. If you like this video, please like, share, or subscribe. I'm new to this space, new again to this space, and I'm thrilled to have you here. Really honored, truly. So I hope to continue doing these readings for you. Take care.